Hello friends, welcome back to the True Blue Smokehouse. It is Monday, January the 19th, 2021. Happy King Day. We're back in the smokehouse today, working our way over to the Big Green Egg. So obviously that's what we're going to feature today. And let's take a look at what we're doing on the Big Green Egg. Ribs on the Big Green Egg. We're doing the ribs 3 different ways. I started out with a full rack of spare ribs, decided to cut them into separate sections. So up top, you see the rib tips that's seasoned with a tailgater seasoning from a company out of South Dakota. In the middle, you see the St. Louis cut ribs, the spare ribs themselves, seasoned with Dizzy Pig's Dizzy Dust seasoning. And in front, closest to me, is the flap meat from the back side of the ribs. It's been seasoned with a Dizzy Pig Jamaican Firewalk seasoning. Featured accessories today are the Big Green Egg cast iron grate that I'm cooking on. You'll also see several meat temperature units coming out of the various pieces of meat. So for the tips, I'm using my iGrill temperature gauge, and for the ribs themselves, the spare ribs in the middle, I am using once again the Egg Genius temperature gauge and temperature monitoring system. Cooking with pecan wood today. Again, doing ribs 3 ways, 3 different seasonings, 3 different cuts, and so it begins. Hello friends, welcome back to the True Blue Smokehouse. We continue the King Day cook on the Big Green Egg. I think I may have misspoke earlier when I said it was the 19th. It's actually the 18th of January 2021. Nonetheless, let's take a look at where we are on these ribs. Well, very nice. The color is coming in quite nicely. Again, rib tips up top, spares in the middle, and some flap meat on the bottom. 3 different seasonings. Cook is coming on quite nicely. If I zoom in a little bit closer, you can see that there's some pullback going on with the bones, just like we like. We're a couple hours, maybe 3 hours into this cook. We're running about internal temp of somewhere between 180 to 185 on all of these, trying to get them up to right about 200. Although it's very difficult to tell with ribs because you've got the bones, and there are a couple other things that I'll do to make sure that they're ready when that time comes. As for now, it continues. Hello friends, welcome back to the True Blue Smokehouse. It is Monday evening, and I believe that the ribs are ready. And there they are. My temperature gauges are reading a internal temp of somewhere between 200 to 203, depending on which gauge I use. I see the crackling of the meat back there on the rib tips, and I'm seeing some similar marbling and crackling on the ribs up front. They are ready. We're gonna pull them, wrap them, rest them, then eat. Thanks for joining me on this cook today. You guys have a great evening, and good night.